So this was requested by like a ton of people. So yeah, but I want to apologize because it's my first like Sero X listener thing. So yeah, I do apologize if it is a little sucky. But here we go. You could hear voices coming from above the water. Did they want to die? Did they know where they were? Do they know what they're dealing with? You ask yourself as you watch the ship move. You had been playing with humans. And, human hand as you watched. Oh, you had been playing with a human hand as you watched them leave. You smiled. I guess I'm going to be full tonight. You giggled, then watched till night came. Splash. Well, boys, look what we have here. A black man laughed, looking at you from top to bottom. I'm going to butcher this Spanish word, but I hope it's Spanish because I'm going to be so bad. This hermosa will sell for a high price, he spoke out once more. Over my dead body, you spoke. He chuckled. Well, I hope you like to stay, mi amor. He waved and left. Ugh, who dare think this guy he is? You thought you were so pissed with yourself. How did you get caught? And why did you get caught? All you did was take a small crate of gems to eat. You then overheard that shitty captain. Yeah, I know she's a gem mermaid. Why do you think I placed the gems next to the edge? Now you were pissed at yourself and him. What? No, I'm not going to sell her. You realize what people would think of us if we had one? You were growing more and more angry by the second. Yeah, I'm keeping her. Don't know where went, but she's staying. And I don't care what any one of you will say. He chuckled. Then it sounded like he took a sip out of something. All right, good night, everyone, he spoke. Walking somewhere. You couldn't see. There had been a sheet thrown over you, which you were in a net, so. But suddenly it was cut, making you drop to the floor. And you gasped. It hurt. How far were you up? You felt like the net had been lifted up, then carried somewhere. You began to get nervous. Who had you? What were they going to do with you? What was happening? Calm down, Scales, you heard the captain's voice say. Why should I? I've been kidnapped from my home, taken by some gross people, and I was tricked, you spat. I wasn't the one who fell for the gems, he spoke. You gasped a bit. Hey, not my fault sailors give me them. You teared a bit. So, how do sailors even get high-value gems? He thought out loud. You then felt the net be placed somewhere else, soft. It was the sheet then being removed. The net had been placed on a red velvet couch. This is where I stay on the ship, he spoke. You looked at around the room. A red velvet carpet, some maps on the wall, a desk that faced a window. You recalled never seeing that window. A bed with a matching bedside table. Fancy. Totally not what you expect from a pirate to have. He spoke, cutting the net. And if you think about leaving, I will always find you. He smirked. You blushed. Did you like this guy? No, he basically kidnapped you, tricked you with gems. You were still mad about that. You'll be living here from now on, he spoke, flopping down on another couch. You frowned. He watched as you continued to look around the place. He smiled before getting up and walking to you. When he got up, you looked at him, then turning away, blushing, when he got too close. Mi amor, look at me. He spoke. You huffed. He then grabbed your chin, making you look at him. Scared of a pirate? He asked. No, you were cut off by him kissing you. You were in shock. He smiled. What? Got cold scales? He asked, watching your face. No, and why the hell did you do that? You spat, hitting his face. He chuckles, turning into laughter. I know you like me. Just wanted to give you a treat. You were outraged by what he was saying. I do not like you or love you. You kidnapped me, basically. You snapped. You Your cheeks and body say differently. He got up and walked out of the door. Well, walked to the door, sorry. Don't lie to yourself, mi amor. Do you know you like me? He chuckles before leaving. Yeah, he left you there. Ugh. You yelled in your head, grabbing your hair and tugging it. Why is he so fucking good looking? You thrashed a bit because of him. You hated his looks, his charming voice, and how he acts. You hated it all. How could he just make your face heat up like that? You huffed, looking down, blush filling your face. You then punched the couch, trying not to think of anything about him. His voice needs to get out of my fucking head, you cursed. You laid on the couch, looking at the ceiling. Closing your eyes, you heard the door open. You were now curious as to who it was, so you laid there, waiting for anything to happen. You heard the person come closer, stop right by you. After a short time, you felt someone lean down and kiss your forehead. Good night, mi amor. You heard him speak, feeling a blanket being placed on you, him then walking to his desk before you drifted off to sleep.